in effect, the ReSiStance. One of the members, Mr. Matthews, couldn't be here with us today. Got a lot of stuff going on, but he'll be back shortly. But we still here getting it. What's happening?
What you want to start with?
Obama and the lack of respect he's getting.
The helicopter dude?
Hey, dog. The way I look at it is, let's say you and your family chilling at the crib.
Yeah.
Somebody walk in there. That probably ain't gonna happen again. I don't know. But this dude has the military. He has the Secret Service. He has DC's finest.
Yeah.
And for some reason, whoever feels like they want to walk in the front door, climb the fence in front of the world, and it's no issues. Now they even flying around his airspace, which is supposed to be cut off like at 50 miles or something like that. And this dude isn't even in a real aircraft. And he just floats around like basically like he's in a hot air balloon, but it's a helicopter. And lands in the front yard of the White House. Obama's not getting no respect at all. The people don't want to work for him. I don't know what it is. Didn't the one lady, the Secret Service lady, the head of it, just lost her job? Because I believe people are playing Sega or something while they're supposed to be on watch. Secret Service people, they
tricking.
Yeah, exactly. They out partying and spending bread and throwing dollars. That man can't get no respect, man. He ain't got but a little bit of time left, but they trying to allow somebody in there to do the job.
He get a little bit of respect.
From who? Not his staff.
Well, they ain't shot him yet. He the first black president. He holding on to that.
I mean, it mean a lot, but I mean, do you remember what we need to put a picture of? What that man's head of hair looked like when he joined. When he stepped foot in the White House.
Yeah.
Now he looking like he got on a Constitution wig.
Oh, like Freddie been in his nightmare. I don't know. I mean, what do you want? I mean, I know the guy.
His security to do their job. Get some of the alley staff out there. And Hold is already back at home.
Yeah.
Each like he has what, 3 charges? Each of them is 5 years, 3 to 5 years, something like that.
Yeah, he can do time.
Okay, this is the White House, and he's already back in the crib talking about it.
That's
getting bread now probably for interviews.
That's unbelievable.
And he's gonna beat the charges.
Yeah, that is it. Come thinking, I never thought that is disrespectful.
Yeah.
He should be locked up somewhere.
He's not. He's at home getting paid by somebody to talk about it and to air his video that he made of him getting ready for this flight.
By a news station prior to.
Yeah, he knew what he was gonna do. Who cares? Who did like? So he interviewed by a news station. Who are they monitoring?
Good question. Good question. Here's my question. How come a dude can plot to invade the White House's airspace or wherever, the Capitol's airspace
on national TV, in a fake plane,
and something my kid that drew up, but he can't.
It looked like something that you would paddle.
How can he do all that and get away with it? But we got people outside trying to sell nickel bags and they get locked up that night for 10 years. I don't understand. What are y'all doing wrong? Wow.
No respect, man. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, it's bad.
You get a bush in there and see what happens to that guy on his bike plane. He getting taken to the car hog tied. End of days.
End of days?
End of days. The weather's crazy. You might not want to get into this.
We about to get into an argument.
The weather's crazy. The youngins have gone nuts.
They have, absolutely.
The cops have gone nuts.
Absolutely.
The president gets no respect.
You really think the end of the world comes?
Yes. Everything that's evil gets laughter and is humorous nowadays. Everything is flipped, dog. Everything you should be repulsed by is now great entertainment, great wholesome fun.
I think that's because you and me, we getting old. I think when you were playing Mob Deep as loud as you could and walked around with your pants sagging, whatever, some old people said the end of the world is coming. Right around that time, we had chemical weapons and just craziness going on.
Okay, something small, something minute, but when we were younger and somebody would get into a little tiff somewhere, did people yell "World Star"?
No.
Did it become
no
a media highlight for the next 3 weeks? Is somebody getting pummeled?
Oh man.
Or this person over here twerking and then wake up with Bill Cosby standing over top of him. That's in the news forever. That's hype. Right. That's what it slides me right into the next segment of these people making these handicapped dudes celebrities.
Instagram instant stars.
Yes, they're celebrities. The world is coming to an end. You got people out here with 17 different degrees, can't get a job. But then you have this dude who gets filmed on Instagram. Next thing you know, he's getting booked for something. Some type of show. Some type of show. Some kind of Instagram success. Yeah, and he's probably getting paid money to come to the club and say the catchphrase.
Get on the mic and say, got him.
Got him.
Twerk.
Little dude, A-Town. You know who that one is, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, A-Town has videos with him and his entourage. He has an entourage. Are going to clubs, throwing bread. Like, oh man, it's crazy. I mean, I'm talking about like going through money, and then at the end of the video, they drunk, and he riding on the doorman's trolley to get back to his room. And these
is
people
he handicapped?
Something ain't right.
I'm
not hating. I'm just like, yo, how do people make fun out of these dudes? Me and Tyshawn was talking about this.
Yeah.
They make fun out of these dudes, but that turns into they the hottest thing. Next thing you know, they laid up with models somewhere, poking on something. Why? Because 1,500 people liked the picture of them making the a-hole out of themselves. Now
that's why.
Now they get an Instagram
part of
model
the reason
love.
they catching that love is the same reason. I know you about to go into a thing. It's the same reason y'all dummies listen to Young Thug. Because the stupider the better.
I don't care what the man do. First of all, to each his own, who they choose to like and whatever. But at the same time, I can't sit here and say, "Yeah, Tone, that's my dude right there," blah blah blah, and then you show up with leotards on and a long sweater and heels or Ugg boots, and then I just act like I don't see this.
Wow.
and be like, "No, Tony, all right. He do his own thing."
No.
No.
That's not cool. Anytime you a man with more piercings than a top requested stripper, you should be ashamed of yourself. And what's even worse is your boys should check that. What kind of friends do you hang with?
They cool with that, but it's the people in the game or whatever who just getting to know this dude who act like it ain't nothing. When every one of your songs you're making some kind of negative comment about people like that, but all of a sudden he comes in and because he can flash a sign and might be able to say some kind of drug lingo, he gets a pass.
He gets no pass.
Even though he showed up to your studio session with a leopard print onesie on.
Back to the social media thing, new topic. Did you see? And this disgusts me so bad. Me and dude at work was talking about this on spring break. That the cops found a video. You haven't seen this?
Found a video of what?
All right, the cops found a video of some dudes allegedly raping a girl on. See, here we go.
Go ahead.
All right, some dudes.
Don't check your phones. That's me.
Allegedly raping the girl on the beach. Meanwhile, surrounding these dudes is a whole slew of spring break beach goers just witnessing and pulling out their phones. Not one person had a parent back in the real world that trained them to say, no, this isn't right. Either A, I'm walking away and finding the cop, or B, I'm going to test it and see if these dudes can beat me because this ain't right. Nobody did anything. And I'm completely disgusted by the lack of courage from people and the lack of morals. But and yeah, people just standing there like it's great. And I'm gonna tell you now, I got a daughter, and I done watched Taken 3 and all that. And if that happens to any of my children, I'm gonna find you. And I ain't got no particular set of skills, but I'm gonna learn.
I don't know if I was talking about this before we started recording or what, but just like I said, nowadays people love the drama. Nobody's gonna stop it. It's a good story to tell when you get back home.
Yeah.
I can't believe we seen 18 dudes give this girl the business, man. You should have seen it. Not in my eyes, but in everybody else's eyes, I guess. Yeah. It needs to take place.
Yeah.
Ever since I got on my little positive kick.
Okay.
There's limited amount of things I can talk about and discuss. Wow. Meaning, you don't have a story to tell. I didn't go to the club Saturday night, so I can't be like, hey, yo, Tone, I had 3 innings. We got it this blood. It was a shootout afterwards. I ain't got no stories. I went to work and came home, dog. I ain't got too much else to say. If you want to live a life,
yeah,
you want to have something to talk about,
yeah,
you need to be out there in the mix.
Yeah, getting it popping.
You need to be able to fight or not be able to fight, but can take a good beating and go for another one. Because they like fighting just as much as the winners do.
Yeah, they do. They're just not good at it.
Yeah, like, no names, but, grew up with people like that. Always fighting, and then you just waiting for them to win one.
Like Mayweather's sparring partner or something.
Like, yo, so-and-so got to scrapping again. What happened? Man, come on, man. You know what happened. Like, geez.
Let me drop another subject on you. this is subject, not to get too positive or too positive ain't a bad thing, but not too preachy. But I was talking to my son, and I was telling him, was I telling him or telling my wife? I was telling somebody, nobody's perfect. My son like to be like, I can't tell Dad anything because he's perfect. And I tell him, I'm not perfect. I just try real hard tired of going on people's Instagrams, Facebook, or even talking to people in real life, and they sitting back throwing back a 40-year-old English, which nobody drinks anymore, by the way. And you're throwing it back, and you're drunk, and you're mumbling to me, and you be like, man, I drink, but nobody's perfect. You're not even trying. You're using, word up, they're using that blanket statement of nobody's perfect in order to allow themselves to do bad stuff. Yeah, man, I know I'm married, but, you know, she was going to give it to me. I had to take it. Nobody's perfect. How about you go home? And if you go home and don't smash, guess what, T? He still won't be perfect, but you done put in an effort not to be pure evil. I mean, I'm starting to get on my positivity thing too, because people just upset me the way they find reasons, just like you were saying, to do dumb stuff so they can tell a story. Live your life like you want your kids to live. And this is what I was thinking as I was talking to my son. Live your life as you want your kids to live theirs. I promise you, Tiger Woods' daddy was no stumbling, bumbling, wife-beating rapist selling Nick bags on the corner drunk. He wasn't. Now, Tiger done made some mistakes. Yeah, he smashed a whole bunch of girls. But he's also not locked up for 20 years for something dumb.
On Instagram or whatever else, or just YouTube stuff that people post. These kids are out of control. They could be just little kids, just yap back. They don't have no respect. They cursing their parents out. They cursing strangers out.
No, that's all on the parents. I'm gonna tell you now. Any parent that has any child under 18 and don't take responsibility for what that child do, I'm almost borderline Tea Party member. You need to go to jail. You know how come? Because while he was off shooting at people for some blood gang set that don't even claim him, you was at the alley trying to see if you could make some dude excited off your new twerk move. Stop it. It's disgusting. I'm upset, yo. I'm about to walk off, yo.